Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to do a pregnancy update. I'm going to be updating on weeks 15 through 20. My last pregnancy update, I did like a whole first trimester, and the second trimester is the longest trimester pretty much. So I am going to break this one up. I'm currently 21 weeks and 3 days pregnant today. So I'm going to tell you everything that's been going on since the last time I did an update. I have a list on my phone of some things. There hasn't been too much going on because after my last update, the first trimester symptoms started to taper off, and then I was starting to go into like the easier phase of pregnancy in the second trimester. So there's just been a couple things, but I figured I would just tell you guys what's going on. So at the end of that update, I started talking about my anxiety, how it was coming back, and it's still here. That's something that's been pretty ongoing throughout the whole time, especially with everything going on with the coronavirus and all of that business. Lots of anxiety. Week 15, I didn't have that many symptoms. It's actually been very quiet. Like some days I can almost forget that I'm pregnant because there's just nothing going on besides the fact that I'm still very out of breath. I've been out of breath this whole time, and I don't think that's going to be going away until I have the baby. Week 16, we found out the gender. We went to a elective ultrasound place in our area where they basically just do the gender. You get like a little bear or whatever with it. And we found out that we were having a boy, so we are so excited about that. We do have a name, but we are going to keep it a secret until he's born, like we did last time with our second daughter. We didn't tell anyone the name, and it was fun to have everyone find out when they met the baby. Week 16, I was also feeling very gross most of the time. Like I was still feeling like bloated and just like blah that week. It wasn't that great of a week for me. Week 17 is when in New York the lockdown started with all of the coronavirus things. So I was still working at that time. I was still having anxiety about all of this. Obviously, I work in a daycare with kids, and the parents work wherever they work. Rob works out of the house, so both of us being out, it was a lot of anxiety. Luckily, knock on wood, none of us have gotten sick. The following week was when I stopped working. My daycare closed, so that was week 18. I started staying home. Lily's school was closed. We were just home trying to figure out a new normal. Week 19 is when some more symptoms more symptoms came back. I don't know. So week 19, I could definitely start to feel him move more. The middle of week 19 is also when I had my anatomy scan for this pregnancy. You can do it anytime between usually like 18 and 21 weeks, and mine just happened to fall on my 19th week with the way, you know, you go every 4 weeks to the doctor in the beginning. So I had the anatomy scan, everything looked good. He was still a boy, obviously. He was measuring right where he should. Everything the doctor said looked great. So that was exciting. And they did also tell me at the anatomy scan that I have an anterior placenta, which I also had in my last pregnancy. So that means your placenta is like in the front of your belly, so you don't feel as many movements on the outside. And when you do, they're not typically as painful as other times. So I'm wondering if my first pregnancy, I also had an anterior placenta. I don't know if that if it's just a freak thing that's happened to me twice in a row, or do you are you prone to getting it for some reason? This is going to be my third C-section, so I don't know if C-sections have anything to do with it. But week 19 is when I definitely started to feel him move. Before that, I had felt like lots of flutters and things that I thought was him moving, and week 19 was when I could definitely say like that's him moving, and he is so low in my belly. Like I feel him like down by where my C-section scar is. So that's interesting. I'm sure he'll move up as he grows bigger, but that's where I can feel his little kicks for now. Also, week 19, I noticed my gums started bleeding a lot more. I'm pretty sure I have a cavity. Every time that I'm pregnant, my teeth seem to take the biggest hit of my body, I guess. I don't know if that means I'm low on calcium and the baby just takes it all from me and it comes straight from my teeth. I don't know. But every time I've been pregnant, I've pretty much had root canal done. That's just what's happened. So I'm hoping that I can avoid that this time. But also right now, there's no dentist office that are open. They're open for emergencies, but I don't know if like a cavity is considered an emergency. So that we'll have to see. But yeah, my gums started bleeding. They did in the beginning a little bit, but they've been pretty sensitive recently. And I don't know what's going on with that, but I know that bleeding gums is common in pregnancy because like everything's swollen. Week 20, I noticed that my belly had a big growth spurt. It went from like, you know, you could tell that I was pregnant, but like now, like you're like, wow, she's pregnant. Okay. Like people would ask now, I feel like if they were to see me out in public, but we're not in public, so that's a good thing too. I can feel it in my clothes. I can feel it in like when I'm laying down at night. Sitting up from a laying down position in bed involves a lot of work, and it's only going to become more work as the time goes on. But all in all, I haven't had anything crazy happening, nothing really other than typical pregnancy things. My back does hurt on occasion. I have sciatic pain on occasion, but it's really nothing like to write home about. So at this point, the baby, let's see, I know I'm 21 weeks now when I'm doing this, but I'll just show you. I use the What to Expect app. So this week it says the baby is as big as a Kool-Aid burst, which is pretty cool. Or a banana, that's the other option for fruit this week. But I have a whole bunch of apps that I use, and I just go back and forth between them because I like to see the comparisons of all of the different objects that they can compare the baby to. But like I've said, I had 2 prior C-sections, so this baby will also be a C-section, which means they do them about a week before your due date. Here in America, I don't know if everywhere is the same, but that's what they do here. So roughly we're looking at right now like 18 weeks left, which is crazy. We did start getting the baby's room ready. My aunt bought us a rug for his room. Rob set up the crib, which I think, yeah, I showed that in a video not too long ago. We've been slowly just purchasing some things for him because obviously we have 2 girls, and now we're having a boy, so we need lots of clothes. Everything else, all the major things we already have because this is our 3rd, but like we gotta get some clothes for this boy because he can't wear pink pants. But anyway, my battery's flashing. That's all I have to update for now. I will show you guys my belly, and that's it. So this is my belly at 21 weeks. I know I only updated till 20, but this is what it looks like. So like I said, it is large and in charge right now. It's my 3rd, so I'm assuming I'm going to keep growing bigger than I have been or have in the past. I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Sorry this was kind of lame. There's not much to update, but I still wanted to do an update because I'm sure I will be getting more symptoms as time goes on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.